Hello, I'm Anthony Hobbs, and as you probably gathered, this is a review of Battle Beasts. And there's four of the Battle Beasts here from Series 1, and they're standing on a Battle Beast annual. It's from 1988. There we are, the Battle Beast logo there and everything. Fire, wood, water. Anyway, so we'll start, where we got up to. This is number 9, Rocky Rhino. He was one of the last Battle Beasts I got when I was a kid, yeah. My collection was almost complete, it wasn't nearly complete. You see, I only wanted 18 of them, because in the comic book I had, the only 18 were in it. So they were the main characters as far as I was concerned, and I wasn't too fussed about the others. I regret that looking back. That's silly. There were a lot more than 18 of them, yeah. Anyway, but I suppose the big 18, they were the definitive ones, the ones they used to sell the product, yeah. Anyway, as I said, when I had almost 18, I thought, come on, you can't get Battle Beast and not get Rocky Rhino. He's on the front cover of every packet, for heaven's sake. He's like the definitive Battle Beast. And yes, he is one of the better ones, yeah. He's armoured and tough, yeah, fights to the finish, yeah. And spikes, yes, the spikes, the most distinctive thing about a rhino is the horns, yes. The word rhinoceros means nose horn, yeah. And he has spikes on his shoulders there, part of his armour. Spikes on the bull there, the mace with the spikes on the bull. So yes, and he prefers to work alone, so he doesn't have to share the glory of whatever treasure they go looking for, yeah. And I think if anyone could be king of the hill, it should have been him. He's the definitive battle beast, he's very vicious, aggressive, and a brute strength, yes, fights to the finish, won't let anything stand in his way. He's also very stubborn. Now, sometimes stubborn is a bad thing, but if you're stubborn in that you always want to win, I suppose by that logic, that's a good thing, yeah. And it helps that he was dressed in yellow. Yes, yellow's my favourite colour. He has yellow armour, yeah. Yes, he was one of the better battle beasts. Something a little embarrassing, though. On the day I got him, it was in a supermarket that had like a toy section. And then I was with my parents. I was 8 years old, obviously. I spent time with parents. Anyway, we went to, I think they wanted to buy a new washing machine. And I was playing my Battle Beast, pretending he's running really fast, because he's a rhino, yeah. And I lost his weapon. And I didn't make any attempt to get it back. I thought, oh, well, never mind, that's how the cookie crumbles. But losing the weapon on the same day you got him, that's pretty bad, that's silly. I mean, be a bit more careful with your possessions, yeah. Oh, speaking of careful with possessions, oh yeah, his hooked lip, that looks really cool. That's proper. There is a hooked lip rhino. But he doesn't have a hooked lip in the comics, so that's a bit silly. Anyway, here we have Roaming Buffalo. As his name suggests, yes, he's an excellent navigator. I didn't know the word roam or roaming when I was a kid. I found out from the comics, so education elements there, yeah. And is he a Cape buffalo, or is he an Australian buffalo, or a buffalo from the Far East? It doesn't clearly specify in the comic. Well, let's just say he's a Cape buffalo. And he's very wise, he's sure-footed, yeah, he's very nimble on his feet. That's good enough, yeah. Good at getting out of the way. But if you like, he's sure-footed, he has fast reflexes and brute strength, because he has a huge horns, yeah. And the horns are represented on his weapon and on his hand here, or what used to be his hand. And yes, plus I thought the Minotaur in Greek myths was super cool, so that's cool we got him. But again, being careless with possessions, when I was 10 years old, I lost my original roaming buffalo on the school bus. He fell out of my pocket and went down, the crevice, those chairs they used to have on buses where it was two bits joined together. He fell through the crack between two pieces and I couldn't get him out. I put my hand, I couldn't reach him, So, you've lost the whole battle beast. I didn't lose the weapon, I lost the whole beast. And I thought, oh well, never mind, I'll just have to leave it at that, yeah. I was blissfully unaware, yes, I found out a year later that you could phone the bus company and get the toy like that, yeah. So, yes, you live and you learn. That's Roaming Buffalo, so he's number 10. And next we have Grizzly Bear. Yes, this one is called Grizzly Bear. He is not Sly Fox. Although for years I called him Sly Fox because that's what he was called in the comic book. That's what he was called in this annual, the Battle Beast annual 1988. No. The writers of the comic made a mistake. This is Grizzly Bear, And part of my subconscious thought, haven't you figured it out? I mean, he looks just like a bear. And the other one that's called the Grizzly Bear looks just like a fox. Isn't it obvious they made a mistake? The other one's the fox, this one is the bear. But I thought, well, the comic book knows best. And I found out later, no, sometimes comics make mistakes, yeah. Anyway, this is one he fights to the finish. He fights long and hard, fight, if it takes, half an hour to finish it, he'll do it. He'll finish the fight, to the end, no matter how long the fight goes on. And his weapon here, his axe, they also did a big version of this axe for a Halloween costume. It has 2 holes in it, as you can see. And I thought there were holes in it because it looks cool, it's trendy, it makes it a distinctive weapon. I found out later, no, in real life, in the Dark Ages, they would have axes with holes in them. Not to look cool, no, for a very different reason. Because when you hack an enemy to death with your axe, the blood dripples down, but it goes on the holes. And the holes are there to stop it dribbling on the handle to make your hand get covered in blood. And I thought, oh dear me, that's really violent, that's horrific, but I didn't know. In my innocence, I just thought this was to look fashionable, Anyway, he's pretty cool, grizzly bear, big stocky character there. And here we have Blitzkrieg Bat. Now the thing about Battle Beasts is, yes, as I said, they fight a lot, but the violence is, nothing above a PG level. There's no graphic gore, no graphic violence. They do, however, imply really graphic violence. Don't show it because it's aimed at kids, but they imply it. In other words, some of them had a hand missing, like him, he's got a hook instead of a hand, or had their eye poked out, or in his case, it's both. So poor Bat, yes, he's lost an eye and a hand, But that doesn't deter him, doesn't stop him giving up fighting. Every beast wants to be king of the hill. Now, when I was 7 years old, I called him Blistering Bat, because when you see a word that you can't read it, you just make a guess, and I guessed he was called Blistering Bat. Blistering means it's very, very hot all the time. He comes from the tropical jungle. I found out later, no, he's called Blitzkrieg Bat. No. And Blitzkrieg means something that's absolutely horrendous. Oh yes, and in World War II, when there were air raids, they called that the Blitz, because it was a horrible experience. But does Blitzkrieg mean something horrific that attacks you from the air? Yeah, think about it. The air raids, another name for the air raids is the Blitz. And this is Blitzkrieg Bat, and he attacks from above, attacks from the sky, Is there some connection between the Blitz and attacking from the air? Well, I'll find out, do a bit more research, Blitzkrieg Bat, yes, he has very good hearing, being a bat, yes, and he uses wits and cunning to defeat his enemies, and he has a huge advantage because he can throw things from above, because he can fly, It never clearly specifies why he only comes out in the day instead of the night in the comic, but what the hell, when you're a kid, you don't question things like that. Okay, so very good Battle Beast, and unique, because instead of the chest, he has his badge on his wing instead. Okay, that'll do for now. So that's Blitzkrieg Bat, number 12. Okay, there'll be more Battle Beast reviews in the future, but until then, thank you for watching. I'm Anthony Hobbs, and I'm never bored.